And welcome back to Dawn, here with Cheryl and Michael Kalaluri from Headstrong Foundation. This is an amazing foundation that truly pumps everything back into helping families go through and really cope with these blood cancers. But for you, what's amazing is here was Nick, and now he was in his early 20s, knew he was dying.
Yep.
And he made you make him a promise. What was that promise?
The promise was that we would continue with what he started, which is the Headstrong Foundation. He created this from his hospital bed. He recognized the simple things that were missing and started questioning, why can't I do that? Why is my mother sleeping on a chair? You know, why aren't resources available for my fiance? And just, you know, why am I being treated differently now that I have this disease? And, you know, he just kept asking questions and said, you know what, Mom, I got this disease for a reason. And I want to make a difference. I want to change my career path. I want to lead this charge for the rest of my life. And at the end of his life, the last day, he made me promise, he begged me to continue. And his exact words to me were, Mom, I want other people to benefit from the life that I lived. And so,
well, a lot of people are benefiting. Tell me a little bit, Michael, about the head table.
Absolutely. Head table, so Thanksgiving was Nick's favorite holiday just because of the food that my dad put on the table, and then also it rallied the family. And that was Nick's biggest thing. He loved to grab the microphone and, you know, be able to just entertain the family while they're, you know, do imitations of my father and just make everybody laugh and boost their overall morale. And, you know, on the way home from the hospital, after Nick was told there's nothing else they could do, Nick looked at my mom and said, you know, here, X, Y, Z, these are all the things I want you to do before, you know, after I pass away. And so we went down. One of the promises was he wanted us to go down to feed the families, the patients, and the staff at University of Penn Rhodes Pavilion on the 3 floors of the blood cancer unit.
And so here you are visiting people, bringing gifts, feeding staff.
Yep. Yeah, and it's just been, it's grown now into a monthly initiative where we get down. It's a volunteer opportunity, so if there's any employers out there that want to send some employees our way, it's a really good opportunity for them to build some character amongst their staff, and we go down once a month and we do all kinds of things. Last month we had Vince Papali with us and we showed Invincible on each floor, and Vince spoke to the patients. We have a team of survivors since we've been doing this 7 years now. What started out once a year at Thanksgiving has transitioned into pretty much a monthly service that we do, and we're crossing over to Jefferson and Temple now to get involved in their cancer units as well to expand this initiative, because the food is cooked in the hospital to kill germs and all that stuff. It's not really, you know, that tasty. So Nick's
no offense.
No offense. And I'm trying to be nice as possible. And Nick was like, this is just a small little need that can improve somebody's stay while they're in the hospital, because you're in for weeks at a time. You're not going to go into the doctors and get a Z-Pack and leave. When you're treated with chemotherapy and these drugs, it's with any cancer, you're in for a long duration of time. So to improve their stay, my mom goes in and visits every patient with survivors, and the survivors talk to the patients that are in the bed and said, you know, I was in your bed a year ago, or I was in your bed 3 months ago, and he look at me now. And it provides a sense of hope and encouragement for them to keep fighting each day, because when you're in that 10 by 10 room, the walls start to cave in on you.
Right.
And Nick would grab his laptop and he would document every single day that he lived during this treatment. And he wanted to use that data to be able to then, you know, show people, like, look, this is what I wrote on day 3 of my transplant. You know, this is what I was feeling. And that was kind of his vision. And he blows me away with some of the things that he's done during his life of 21 years. And
it's great that you have Vince Papali, cancer survivor, Lauren, my friend Lauren Hart, cancer survivor. I remember at my wedding, she was many years, what was that now, 14, 15 years ago, and she had her bandana on, was singing. And so there are so many people who do beat these cancers.
Absolutely.
And that's important to show that. Tell me about the Limelight Ball, which Lauren hosted or emceed for you.
Every year we do the gala in Nick's memory. It's that one time where we step out of our niche market. You know, we're really an athletic rooted organization, but this is that one time where, you know, we get to, there she is, we get to really just shine the light and bring to the attention the disease awareness. You know, we have our local and national legislator and politicians there that, you know, really can hear the voice of the blood cancer population and talk about and raise awareness about, you know, parity and drug-related issues that they might be experiencing. And really it's just an amazing inspirational party with the work that we do, and we honor survivors and families, and really just a great feeling of love. And you know, it's a great fundraiser for us and allows us to continue our mission of helping folks and helping families. And at the end of the day, that's what it's about.
And I should mention, you are an official 501c3, so it's a registered nonprofit, and I always encourage, I don't have anybody on this program who's not a registered 501c3. We hear unfortunate in the headlines.
That's correct.
People who have charities that are for a good cause, but things go awry because they're not keeping it on the rails with the 501c3.
And additionally, GuideStar, we have a seal that really, like, they do some background on us and just making sure that, everything's in line. And
that the money goes where you're saying
correct.
that it goes. And that's important for us to educate people on
90
that
cents.
as well.
90 cents of every dollar goes directly back to patients and families in our service offering.
Which is so beautiful. Tell me about the Phillies.
So Monday, Phillies home opener, actually one of our survivors, brought this to our attention. We're going to stream the game into the hospitals, and we'll visit with all the patients, inviting them to join us in the conference room. Tommy Green will be with us to visit with the patients. Everybody will get a Phillies t-shirt, and we're going to have a ballpark fair for all the patients, families, and the medical staff. And it's just one more way to, at the end of the day, we want to make somebody smile in Nick's name and enjoy the day, get out of their room. A little bit of camaraderie amongst patients. Those doors are always closed, so it's just a way to enhance that mental well-being, and it really goes a long way. The feedback that we've gotten is, the people we just can't thank us enough, and it's just our privilege to work with this community in Nick's name.
Oh, well, you're just such beautiful people, and I know that Nick is here with us, and he's so proud of us also that we didn't break down crying.
Exactly,
right?
I did good.
You did good, Mom. But I just love you guys. I just
Thank
do.
you, Dawn.
Thank you so much for allowing us to come on your show and share with your supporters and your fans about our story of Nick and what we're doing in his memory. And
it's a beautiful thing, and we'll keep it coming. We'll keep
Absolutely.
it going. I know Lauren's
thank
very
you.
involved.
Yeah.
Cheryl and Michael, thank you so much.
Thank you.
It's
Thank
good to
you,
see
Dawn.
And up next, you ready to have some of my chili?
Definitely.
I made extra. I've got a huge pot of what I call my skinny chili, all the secrets, and our friend Ken Dunnick is in the house. Be right back.